Hello, investors and traders. Welcome back to an episode of Live Day Trading Recap. So this recap going to be pretty short. After the recap, I'd like to go over two topics. The first one is how I set up the platform requested from one of my subscribers about how I set this up right here. I'm going to show step by step how to do it. Many of the key component like this right here, this and so on, so like that. Now, next topic is about swing trading. So if you're here just for day trading recap, it'll be done pretty quickly. So hopefully you enjoy the video. So let's get straight into it. So when the market opened, I was watching EVGO. So I just like to watch it, until the market opens, just to see what it does. And then market opens. Notice right here is going, lower low and lower low. So probably not be no bounce right here. So market open and this thing just tank. So I'm like, okay. And as for me, at the first 5 minutes, I do not like to trade in the first five. I just want to see what kind of candle it formed. Notice the whole 5 minutes finished. That's a solid red. So I'm not jumping on this candle for sure because I need that confirmation. Meanwhile, waiting for this stock, my friend shorted on the conference call. He shorted PayPal. So I'm like, okay, let's see what's PayPal doing. So he shorted PayPal. I think he shorted around 210, like right here or something. I'm like, oh, okay. This look very attractive here because buyer are pushing up their stock, but notice the next candle right here, it formed a pin bar, but the tail is pretty high. Well, it's a big tail. So it looked pretty attractive, right? But not so quite. Not quite really. As you can see, I like to buy at a higher high. If you watch my other video, how I catch a falling knife, you know me. I like to buy, most of the time, I like to catch a higher high. But notice this big wick right here. That's a $3 per share. That's huge. So I'm thinking, you know what? I think I could go back down. And I'm glad I decided to do that. Because after that, this thing just continued to the downside. And in a little bit, I'll explain about this NVDA. This is swing trade, by the way. Not a day trading. So there it goes. He was upping pretty good. He's still holding to the shares during this time because we were on the conference call. He's like, man, bro, you should have showed it too. I'm like, nah, it's all good. I can catch this knife. No worries. I think he exited around 205 because it's getting overextended, as you can see. But that doesn't mean jump in. We need that confirmation because RSI is in the 8 and 7 on the 5 minute. Look very, very attractive, right? But I still cannot jump in. I need that confirmation. So I decided to wait. Next 5 minute. Right here it looks pretty attractive, but see how it want to bounce up, but still it's not a higher high. You can see right here. Right? So nope, I'm not jumping in there either. Gonna wait. And there it goes. At this point, I'm like, man, this is getting really kind of like oversold. Look, the RSI is like 5, 6, on the 5 minute. I'm like, wow, the bottom is near, it's getting very close. But notice something. Ever since the pre-market opened, there's like hardly any bounce. So when I buy this, when I catch this knife, I don't expect, like a 5, 6, 7, $8 bounce, even though it take like $27 over 12%. It just, earning. This is how catching a falling knife on a regular day versus catching a knife on an earning day is totally different. It's the same strategy, but the bounce is short-lived. It just depends what kind of stock it is and the kind of numbers they put out. I'm about to jump in pretty soon, but right about now. There we go. I jumped in at a 202.7, 200 shares, small size, and there the bounce. Lovely bounce. I sold a little bit early though, like $1-ish per share. Yeah, I sold it. You can see, right? I enter right here. I saw right there. So look, $1.20. So there's 250 bucks, and it bounced all the way to 205, but it's short lived. See how 205 and a pullback, and then just go down from there. About to make this video. I also made another trade, but I didn't catch it on camera though. But he's right here. So let me minimize that. So right here. So this is at that time you can see it put up the camera, the footage. See how it's almost 2,000? I'm like, dude, I'm so close to 2,000. The whole number. So what, I can make another 80 bucks on this trade right here. And I saw this candle forming right now. It's the same thing again. I think I mentioned about this pattern over and over and over. See that? It retests the double bottom. I mean, I jumped in on this candle right here, but notice the RSI right here is a higher high. See this low is right here, and this low is right here. It does the RSI conversion divergence again. So that's how I know to jump in at around 203 right here. The time is right here, 10:50. So here's the time. If I go in this candle with the cursor, you can see right there, 10:50. But I sold it at, I'll hold like 2 minutes, and I sold 202 at 203.90, pretty much right here. So go to the 1 minute, easier to see because 5 minute. Oops. Go here. Go here. Again, for me, almost a dollar bounce is good enough because I know it's a lot of negative for the stock today. I don't expect a big bounce. Pretty much, oh, you can't really see it, but yeah, I pretty much sold out near the top right here because it hit the highs right here. 204.10, I sold at 204.90. Close enough, right? Let me go to the 5 minute chart, much easier to see. So now, I don't know what's going to do. It looks like it want to break because look, it's just getting lower, lower, and lower, lower high and lower high, but the same base though. But this 10201 could break because it's already down 12% on first major red day. There's a gap right here, like any other gap because of earnings, you know. So end of the day with $2,000 swing trade. Oh, well, Nvidia. This stock is funny. I yes, I went long and I went short. It was an experiment, okay? Because I don't do this, okay? Because I went long and I went short. It's kind of funny. It's all started from yesterday. Let me go to the 2 days chart. So let's go 5 minute, no, 15 minutes. It's much easier because it's 2 days. So I thought it was so funny. I entered somewhere right here at two 306, 200 shares. See right here, 200 shares, and then it tanked. Right, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna short it right here. Right when I short it, it bounced. Cause I short it around or pretty much 299.70, and I decided just to hold it overnight just to see what it does. But notice something right here. My long is 200 shares. My short is 120. So therefore, my long is much bigger than my short. Agreed? So yeah, it's a risky move. I just want I don't know. I just want to have fun. I guess to see what it does to my account. The next day or in the morning, it popped up. I was like, oh my goodness, my short position. You know? Do I recommend this? Absolutely not. Don't do what I do. Okay? Going short and going long at the same time. Besides, on top of that, Nvidia is overextended. You look at the daily chart, it's like parabolic. Well, to keep the story short, in the morning I woke up. I couldn't even sleep. I woke up like at 3 something, and then I just like, oh, market open. I can sell at 4 o'clock. That's what I did. So at 4 a.m. in California time, I decided to get rid of it. I saw it right here. Oh man. Well, I saw it right here. You can see the four there, 320. I covered the short, and then I sold the long. Ended up making 1,600. I thought that was pretty funny. If I didn't go short, I made like 3,000 something. If I then again, I don't know. It's just a confusing trade for me that I just want to explore another word. So yeah, that was a weird trade. In the end, it's a weird trade, but nonetheless, end of the day with 2,000. Okay, so let's go over how I set up the account. I mean, not the account, the platform like this. So I screenshot again and take a picture of my trading station, and it looks like this. So pretty much I'm gonna show how I set this up step by step from a brand new uh, individual that wants to try out Fidelity platform. Again, everybody's setup is different. This is how I set it up over time. I customize what I like over time because your guys, I mean your gonna change over time too. Just depend what you like. For example, I don't have the volume bar up. Maybe you like the volume bar, stuff like that. So this is what I'm gonna cover next right now. Okay, so I just logged in one of my account. It looks like this when you open a brand new Fidelity platform. So I'm gonna customize it a little bit. I don't like some of these settings because number one, the background is white. I like my background to be black because when you stare for me at least, when I stare at the computer screen for more than 30 minutes, my eye gonna get kind of tired in a way. So I like to use the black screen. So I'm going to change the background. So I go to setting, general, and this account number and stuff like that is okay. Here's the theme color. I'm going to change that to black. Yeah, there we go. This right here is on the side of the thing. I like mine off. You can add more stuff here. It's like a slide window. You get up and how I slide in and out. For me, I like space, so I don't need it. Zoom, I like mine as small as possible. Not too small. Just reasonable small. So that way I can add a lot of stuff in the screen later on, and then leave everything the same and just click apply. So now I change the background into black because the idea is I want to make this screen to look something like this, right? So I'm gonna start with this screen right here, okay? This monitor right here, because I use dual monitors. There's a laptop, that's a monitor, right? So I'm gonna work with a monitor. So let's get straight into it. All right, gonna close this. I'm gonna close everything. Close that. Close. Close. Notice something here on the picture. See this right here? It has a black background. I'm talking about the border, okay? If I zoom in, you see this right here? You see that green? That is this right here. This is the main one, okay? You open, like, for example, like a window, okay? Like a chart, for instance. So if I go to charts, okay? See? It couldn't go out. You see what I mean? Now, you look at this screen right here. On this monitor, see the top? There's no green. How about this green right here? You see that? The thing is Fidelity Active Pro right here. That means you are in the main screen. This right here is outside the screen, okay? So we're gonna have to go outside the screen. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Okay. So what do you do? What I do is I right click on this, and it has a float window. Click on that. See? Now you can take it outside the screen. You see? You can drag anywhere you want. They have 3 monitors. You can drag all across 3 monitors if you want. For me, I only have 2, so yeah. All right, so that's the first step. So I'm gonna take this and just put it right here. We still have this corner, something like that. Make it a little bit slimmer. Pull this a little bit down. Let's see PayPal. See what it does. Okay, still not go bad. Okay, not so bad. Okay, we need one more, right? So go to chart again. New chart. Type in, this time, same thing. Right click, float window. You can move it out now. So I'm going to move this right here, right next to it. There we go. Pull it down. Okay. So I'm going to link these two together. To do that, you see this little gray box right here? Or it's a link tool right here. Click on it. I'm going to make it baby blue. Click on this baby blue also. What it does now is it links these two together. See that? So it's pretty cool, right? So let's say this could be a 5-minute chart and that could be a 10-minute chart, which I do. That's why I link them together. So now if I type in another stock, I don't know, like Facebook, for instance, you see, they both link together. One's a 5-minute and one's a 1-minute. Okay. So the next step is same thing. You go to chart, type in another chart, Facebook. I'm gonna link this one too because they're all gonna be the same color. If you notice here, see, purple, purple, purple. Yeah, I link all this together so that way be all the same stock, or else be all different and stuff like that. Same thing. Right click, float window. Here we go. This is gonna be right here. I'm gonna move this now. Okay, I'll bring it back and forth so that it won't take up the space. I like this window be pretty big. This is pretty much the main window that I watch. About this, like, we'll adjust the size later, but it could be something like this big, I think. Okay. Now, next tools we have. So this one we have this right here. That's the order screen. So the order screen is right here. Click on that. Go to order. There we go. The screen will pop up. Same thing. Right click. Float window. There we go. Let me move this out the way. Time to adjust this window. This one it'll be the same. Well, you can adjust it later, as in the see how it's like it's overlap right here. I gotta make it fit. I think right here should be good. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's the order screen. I'm gonna make it smaller right here. I'll adjust it later. You can always play around with the adjustments. So let's see what we have next. Okay, next I have level 2s up, so we're gonna pull this up. So to get that up, to get level 2s up, you go to this one, time and order. Go to direct trade and extended hours. There you go. And then of course right click, float window, and now you can take it outside the screen. Okay, so let me take this out the way. Time to adjust this window. This window, let me see. Can I type in, let me see, like Facebook or something. Okay, gonna be like that. There we go. So I need to adjust this right here. There we go. And this right here. Yeah, but the reason why I did that because this here, let me go back to here. Nope, not that. Yeah, the reason why I did that because this window, you see how you cannot stretch it? See, it's fixed. You see that? See this right here? You can stretch. You see the arrow? This has no arrow, so you can't stretch it. That's the size it is. So I'll use that as the base size. So I'm gonna make everything fit. And there we go. Okay. All right. The next thing I have is, let me pull up what I have next. I think is the closing position. So let me pull that up. Close position, you go to here, go to account, click close position, and this screen will pop up. Same thing, we're gonna right click, float window. There we go. Gonna minimize, not minimize, gonna bring this out the way. So this screen gonna go down here. Okay, so this needs to go up a little bit. There we go. Just play around with the adjustment. Now if you notice on my screen, this one right here, see that? I don't show this part because that's, my personal information, right? So that's why you don't see it. So I prefer to pull it down, whoops, right here to cover it. Besides, it looks nicer like this, more than this screen up here. It looks kind of ugly. So here to adjust. There we go. There we go. And then this screen right here, gonna go up. There we go. Fits perfectly. Minimize this. Oh, let me minimize the screen. There we go. Okay, looks so. All right. Let's go to today. Obviously, there's nothing. Year to date, this account. Remember, this is my option account. So I made 800 bucks on it. You watch my other video, you should know why. Okay, so all right, we have one more screen right here. Right, we have a little screen right there. Let me go here. I think. Yep, get that little screen. this over. To get that little screen, I think you go, nope, nope, quote. There we go. Type in FB. Same thing. Right click, float window. Okay. I'm gonna move this out the way. Link this to blue. Oh yeah, link this one too. Link this one blue also. There we go. It would be Facebook right here. Okay, all right. This little screen. Gonna go down here. Stretch this out. Make sure it's fit. Stretch it down. What I don't care is these stuff right here. All I care is the bid and the ask. So yeah, that's all I care is right here. Is this information only? Put it down here. Take this. Adjust it to looks like that kind of, or like that. It's fine. Yeah, like that looks better. Okay. Oh crap! Facebook changed the name to Meta. Okay, so there's a clock right here. Remember? So you watch my other video. I have a clock. How I download. So let me pull it up. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta change the clock position because it's a different one. But anyway, you can change the clock. So the clock, I use this clock right here. Notice Fidelity does come with a clock, but it comes with a clock on this screen right here. That little tiny clock right there is also Eastern Standard Time. I'm from California, so I don't use this clock at all. And notice it's so small. So I prefer to download my own clock. And it's free from this website right here, desktop clock, desktop digital clock, 3.11. It's free. Just download it. You can customize the clock any way you want it. Make the size bigger, make the size smaller. You see what I mean? It's pretty cool. Oh crap! Now, oh man, now I gotta fix it later, but it's okay. You get the idea, right? But the reason I like this clock is because I need the second. Again, I repeat, the last minute of the 5 minute, whatever minute you're looking at. For example, 5 minute. The last minute has the most price action. That's why I need to see to the second. You watch the 15-minute chart, the same thing. The last 14 minute and a couple seconds before 15 is really important. Trust me, that's the most price action. That's when before the candle closes. That's why I prefer up to the second. So that's the clock. So let me disable it. Okay, I think that's all we have right here. That's all I need. So yeah, gonna adjust the chart a little bit, okay? Cause I don't like the chart. It's kind of ugly. Well, from my opinion, it looks ugly. So let's do some cosmetic stuff. Take this out. We don't need that. Oh, I don't need this. You can have it if you like. I don't need this. I don't need this. So this chart, gonna right click on the settings right here. Don't have to do that. Right click. This screen will pop up. Oh, I cannot pull it over there. Oh man. Well, if you right click that, okay, a screen will pop up. Sorry, I cannot put it on this screen for some reason. Go to here. Let me screenshot it real quick, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Since you guys cannot see it, yeah. Here, oh, there we go, right here. So we're gonna go to here, okay? We're gonna change. So go chart type. For me, I like standard fill, candlestick fill. There we go. And then I click. Oh, these are up to you. Linear is fine with me. Show tab, yes. Show extended hour, yes, because that's some of the action that I want. There we go. And keep it the same. These right here, I prefer low numbers like 20. Depend on you too. You just play around with these, wherever fits your style. I like mine light. I don't like mine dark. And then just click apply. So now the chart looks like that. Okay, I will do that for this one and this one too. What else do we have here? I think that's pretty much it. And then some, legal indicators, and you type in RSI and stuff like that. There we go. Standard setting is fine. And then I go to stochastic also, because that's what I use. I like to use slow, not fast. Notice the fast, it looks kind of choppy. See how choppy it is? But you go to slow, it's more smooth. So I prefer slow. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Facebook is popping. Let's check out PayPal. What's PayPal doing right now? Oh, it's still holding 201. So yeah, and then I have some moving averages too, like 20 EMA and stuff like that. You know, I think I made a last video about this one, but I can do it real quick. It's pretty easy because yeah, once you know what to do or what you want, you can do it pretty quickly. I prefer mine dash. Yeah, dash is fine. 20-ish. I prefer my 20 be red. Apply. There we go. Add one more. Go to here. Click modify. Change some colors. Change this to a green. Change this to a dash. Change this to a 6. Perfect. There we go. Change this to a 5 minute. Prefer a 5 over 1 minute all the time. You can add right here, like different time frame. You can change it to the 5 minute. You go to today. Just play around with it. It's pretty fun. Change to 15 minute. Let me write a setting real quick. So yeah, that's pretty much all to it. Just play around with it. Don't need that. Looks pretty good. Oh, make this a little bit lighter. Okay, now we have you can rename this, like 15-minute chart. Just double click on it. This right here. Is it this right here? Here we go. 5-minute chart. So on, so on. You can move the tab around too. So once you're done with that, you can move this over here. Here we go. We can rearrange it pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much for that one. And then you just and then you can see here on this screen. It's the same thing. It's all this chart. It's all it is to it. What I have here is the QQQ. I can see it or not, but it's the QQQ always for me. I like to see what the Nasdaq is doing, the direction of the market. Here is the Dow Jones .DJI. Okay, .DJI. I repeat, is you need to use a period right here, like a dot DJI to see the chart of the Dow Jones, or you're not gonna see it. And there's the Dow Jones, the overall market for the Dow Jones stocks. That's pretty much all my whole setup. It's pretty easy. This chart right here is pretty much how I play around with a 30-minute, the 10-minute. That links to this right here pretty much. And these just random stock. I watch other stocks and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how you do the setup. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Okay, the last question is about swing trading position because one subscriber asked. At the moment, I do not find any good swing position, at least not yet. I found some, but the price kind of high right now because if you look at the overall index, okay, let me go to QQQ real quick. This is what I see, and this is why I don't want to buy any stock right now for swing trade. You can see right now, right? The market is overextended. You see, RSI is very high. You watch my swing trading video, you should know I like to buy it when it's down here. That's why you should buy it right here, right? Now you kind of missed the boat. Now you're like buying at the peak. You see what I mean? So at the moment, be very disciplined and wait. Yes, wait, wait, wait. Do not buy. Like you can see here on this account right here, my option, I don't have nothing in my option right now. Is empty. There's no position because I'm waiting for the right opportunity. I'm waiting for this to go back down, at least like stochastic somewhere down here and stuff. Because that's what you want to buy. You want to buy when you don't want to buy when this thing is going up. You want to buy when the thing is going down, right? Buy low, sell high, right? So at the moment, not yet, but be very patient. If I do find a good swing position, I'll make a video about it. As you can see, there's a lot of gap down right now, right? Like Z, gap down right there. PayPal, obviously, just today. Gap down. Chegg, gap down. A lot of gap down charts. So SDC today too. Smile Direct Club, gap down. So there'll be a lot of potential play, but we miss. But for me, okay, for me, how I play gap down, I need more candle. You see that gap down? You do not want to buy first day gap down. Well, I did today, right? You see on my earlier footage, I day trade today on PayPal, but I didn't hold overnight. You see, I sold the position already because I know the danger of it. So for me gap down, I prefer to wait a couple of weeks, okay, just to see any kind of reversal, because some of these can fall for a very long time when they gap down, like this one right here. You don't want to be in that position, like Piton. Remember I told you in my last video, watch the 50, check it out, it's below 50 now, you see what I mean? That is why you do not buy on first red day. All right, just be very patient. When the time comes, I'll make the video. All right, see you guys in the next video. Sorry, this video is kind of long. Bye.